Alright, what's going on, guys? It's been a while since I've made any video at all, so this is kind of weird. I really don't do commentaries either, so either way, the video you were watching in the background is some Assassin's Creed Unity gameplay, one of my favorite Assassin's Creeds personally. Uh, Take that very lightly. Really, it's mainly for the gameplay, not saying it's for the story, but once again, just my opinion, not saying it is my favorite, it's just one of my favorites overall. Um, I'm gonna get cussed out in the comments for that anyways. But either way, today I wanted to talk about Assassin's Creed Origins. It was announced at E3. It is confirmed, obviously, that it is the next Assassin's Creed game in the series. Um, so I kind of wanted to give my personal thoughts on what I've seen so far, gameplay-wise, and what to expect. I don't have like my laptop open showing a list of things that is going to be in the game. I'm just kind of going by what I've seen and my take on it. Um, so of course Assassin's Creed Origins is made by Ubisoft. I don't know if it's Ubisoft Paris, the same people who made Unity. I'm not exactly sure what part of that company it was handed over to create it. Um, but it honestly looks really promising. Obviously, it's in a Egyptian setting, climbing pyramids and all this kind of stuff. It looks really, really cool. But a few things I'm worried about is overall content-wise. See, I love Ubisoft. I think a majority of my games are from Ubisoft. I really do support them as a company and a gaming studio. I I overall think they do make some really great games, and it's just sometimes they fall short of what they want to deliver, and like their publishers end up pushing them. Like Unity, for instance, it came out with many bugs. I played it day one. It came out with many bugs. I didn't experience a lot of them, but I understand where some people were coming from on some of the glitches they might have had. From what I've heard is the publishers told them to just go ahead and just finish with everything else, and then if you have the chance, come back and try and fix those things. But that is bullshit, in my opinion. You shouldn't launch a game if it's not ready to be launched. It's bad for them in general. I mean, don't they want it to get as much sales as possible? But either way, I support the game. They've been updating it. They obviously, I think, have stopped updating, but I still play it to this day. I mean, I just got done recording this gameplay. Um, but either way, I'm scared of content. Unity had a shit ton of content. Weapons, customization of the character. There was a lot of side missions after the main story. There's so much to do. Co-op, four-player co-op was one of the best things they might have added. It's kind of buggy, but it works. Um, Assassin's Creed Origins is obviously going to stay a single-player game, kind of like Syndicate, and that's okay. Syndicate was fun, but Syndicate honestly was not one of my favorites. It was probably one of my least favorites, to be honest. Um, Assassin's Creed Syndicate was more like a filler to give people who didn't like Unity another chance. Um, Maybe to like this one. Like, they like the new game engine, they just don't like Unity, so they came out with Syndicate. There's not a lot to do with Syndicate. I played the hell out of Syndicate to make sure I didn't like it. Um, Overall, the side quest, after you do most of the slavery things, like saving the kids, the child slavery stuff, um, you finish the main story. The main story is actually very, very good. I like the main story, but customization was very little. You had variations of like your hidden blade and stuff like that, but it falls short. Everything gets boring. You have the cookery blade, the pimp cane as I call it, and you have brass knuckles. That's the only three. They just have variations of their stats being good and bad, and that's boring. They're cool. Like, there's a lot of cool double takedowns and triple takedowns, but that's it. um, I'm a little disappointed with Syndicate, but this video is not really about it. I'm just kind of critiquing as I go about each game and what Origins should do. As I know, in Origins there is going to be a lot of customization. There's like a huge RPG aspect to the game. Like, some weapons actually do better than others. Like, you can get a hidden blade and one hidden blade do way less damage than another hidden blade. So I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of variations there. Like you'll see one hidden blade that might, for instance, I'm just guessing, it could be more like a very sharp wooden kind of blade, just in general, not a hidden blade. And then you end up finding one that's actual steel, and it does way more damage, like 30, 50 plus damage. Which is really cool. I think it's a very cool aspect. I feel like there's going to be a lot to do because it adds like this loot aspect. As I saw in gameplay, people were searching like little islands, as it looked like, and they were opening up chests, and one guy found like a really cool bow that did like +5 damage and that kind of thing, and that's really cool in my opinion. I mean, a lot of games are doing this loot aspect, RPG kind of aspect to most games coming out, but I think Assassin's Creed Origins is going to do it really, hopefully right. The setting looks really good. Like I said, it's an Egyptian setting. I know it's way before Assassin's Creed Unity, the Ezio collection, stuff like that. But it looks very promising setting wise. Character wise, I'm a little nervous. Now, a lot of people didn't like Connor from Assassin's Creed 3, but I honestly loved Connor. I thought he was a cool character. Like I'm like that one kid at school that nobody fucking likes. They think he's just really weird and likes all the things that they don't like. Like, I like Unity, I like Assassin's Creed 3, and, I mean, I like Arno. I mean, I think he's a really good character. He falls short because of Unity, just people not receiving the game very well. Either way, they said Connor was a little bland, and yeah, he was, but at the same time, he was a good assassin. That's one of the things. It's Assassin's Creed. Obviously, you're playing as the assassin. You want them to have, you know, a little bit of humor, a little bit of seriousness. Connor kind of had a little bit too much seriousness, in my opinion. This new character, I haven't seen a lot about him. I haven't heard him talk as much, but he does seem a little bland. He doesn't look like he would crack as many like jokes, if any at all, and that's kind of sad. Hopefully I'm wrong. Like I said, we've seen only alpha builds, so we haven't seen a lot of the characters nor the gameplay. In the alpha build, I'm pretty sure it's an alpha, I saw some parkour gameplay, he looked like he was sliding around a little bit, like when he landed from like a jump. That made me a little bit nervous, but I hope to God they patch it. I think they will. I think they obviously know that's an issue, and the amount of criticism they got from Assassin's Creed Unity, they tried to fix in Syndicate, so obviously they would take Syndicate stuff and improve upon that. So obviously it's just alpha stuff, they're just trying to get it out there and show it off. So I think that'll be fixed fairly easily, and won't be in the final product. I do have the game pre-ordered. I'm going to probably have gameplay day one, hopefully. I'm going to try and rush through the campaign and kind of... I'm going to take my time in the sense I'm going to try and understand it and enjoy it, obviously, and make sure it's a good campaign in general. But I'm going to try and rush through it so I can get to just regular gameplay. Just kind of, if anything changes overall. Like in some of my past videos, I've put game complete, and some people have taken that too seriously, I think, thinking that I'm really good at a game or something. Either way, my point of it is, if the environment or anything in the game changes, like before you play the game or before you're finished with the campaign, for instance, any game, the world is, say, in a bad state, like it's constantly cloudy. This is just in general, and it's in this aspect of like it's very gloomy, there's people in waste, that kind of thing, and then by the time you're done with the game, everything's happy, you know, the sun's out, for instance, and people are happy, and everything's good, healthy, that kind of thing, game complete, once you finish it. So I get a lot of games probably don't go by that, but what if, you know, that's why I put game complete in case, because I record most of my gameplay videos are right after I'm done beating the campaign. I want to get that game complete in there so I can see it about the same time that you guys see it. Obviously, I'll see it before because of playing and recording, but as soon as I see if something's different, you'll be seeing it. Like, it's literally right after the campaign's done, I try to record. So something could be different. I don't know. Maybe that's not going to be the case. It probably won't be the case, but I like to just be sure. there's not too much I can really say. It looks promising. I mean, there's going to be battles, as I saw. You get a regular bow, you get a crossbow. There's a lot of different cool swords and spears and axes. A lot of cool variations of weapons for that whole RPG element. I'm assuming that goes along with whatever your character wears, like armor-wise. I would be sure of it. I remember hearing that they wanted to go kind of a Witcher route with the whole RPG thing. I'm hoping they're not pushing that too far, trying to be the Witcher, since it got Game of the Year and all that kind of stuff in 2015. Either way, that's kind of my opinion on Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm gonna let the video play out, so you guys, if you just want to see some gameplay of Assassin's Creed Unity, since it's been a while, I know a lot of people actually enjoy watching my Assassin's Creed Unity videos. So thank you so much to the people who do like watching them. I enjoy making it. I want to continue to make Unity videos. Either way, Assassin's Creed Origins does look promising. Hopefully, the character's not too bland by the time the final product comes out. Hopefully there's a lot of variation and customization. The game's overall solid, so thank you guys so much for watching. We're almost at 800 subscribers, so thank you for that. Hopefully we can get there. We're so close to 1,000. Thank you so much for the support. I'll see you on the next video.